$750,000 buys you 800 square feet in Brooklyn, New York. That's $5,000 a month just to keep the lights on, and that's before food, utilities, gas, daycare, or even coffee. The same $750,000 in Charlotte gets you 4 bedrooms, a yard, a garage, and a monthly payment that's $1,000 less. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what $750,000 buys you in 3 different Charlotte neighborhoods. And the math is going to gut punch you compared to what that same money gets you back home. I'm Evie DeJesus with eXp Realty. I made this exact move from Brooklyn, New York to Charlotte, North Carolina 16 years ago, which is why I'm using Brooklyn as the comparison today. But let me tell you, whether you're in Brooklyn, Long Island, New Jersey, or anywhere in the Northeast, the math that you're about to see is going to feel painfully familiar. I help relocating buyers do the same move every single week. Stick around because at the end, I'll tell you which of these 3 neighborhoods I tell almost every Northeast buyer to look at first. And it's not the one you're probably thinking. $750,000 in Brooklyn, New York gets you anywhere between 800 to 1,400 square feet. It's either a 2-bedroom condo or co-op. Property taxes between $5,000 to $8,000 a year, and your total monthly carry is approximately $4,500 a month. There's no yard, there's no garage. The distance to anything is either walking, subway, bus, skateboard. That's the reality, right? And listen, if you're not in Brooklyn, but you're somewhere on Long Island, the math actually gets worse. Let me show you. $750,000 in Nassau County, New York gets you 1,200 to 2,000 square feet, maybe a 3 to 4 bedroom home. Property taxes between $12,000 to $18,000 a year. Your total monthly carry is a little over $5,000 a month. Plus, you got village taxes, LIPA utility costs, and school permit premiums. Now, $750,000 in Suffolk County, New York gets you between 1,500 to 2,500 square feet, 3 to 5 bedrooms. Property tax, still $9,000 to $14,000 a year. So your total monthly carry here is a little over $4,900 a month, plus Long Island commuter costs, cesspool maintenance on older homes. So whether you're in Brooklyn paying for square footage you don't have, or out on the Long Island paying $15,000 a year in property taxes, you're looking at $4,500 to $5,000 easy just to live there. And that's before utilities, before food, before your kids after school, anything. Everything you see today is principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Now let's talk about what that same $750,000 does in Charlotte. Option 1, Ballantyne, South Charlotte. This is where a ton of Northeast transplants land first because it's the polished, master planned, sidewalks, and streetlights kind of suburb. But what does $750,000 buy you here? In Ballantyne, North Carolina, you get 2,500 to 3,500 square feet, single family home, 4 to 5 bedrooms. Property tax can be anywhere between $5,500 to $7,000 a year. So you're looking at a total monthly of approximately $4,400 a month. Yes, there's a yard, typically less than a half an acre, and there's usually a 2-car garage attached. Now, if you take that and you compare that to what we get in Brooklyn, same money, you just went from 800 to 1,400 square foot condo with no yard to 2,500 to 3,500 square foot single family home with 4 or 5 bedrooms and a garage. Now compare that to Long Island. Your Nassau County 3-bedroom becomes a Ballantyne 4 or 5 bedroom for the same money. And you save thousands a year in property taxes. Here's the honest take on Ballantyne though. It's beautiful, but it's master plan suburb energy. Now, don't get me wrong. Ballantyne's been around for decades. So you've got plenty of established homes alongside new construction. But the overall feel is intentional, polished, planned. So if you're coming from a Northeast neighborhood that has old buildings, history, and character, Ballantyne can feel a little like, is this it? Some Northeast transplants love that polish. Some feel like they're living inside of a marketing brochure. Now, both reactions are valid. So make sure you visit before you commit. And quick side note for my Northeast people, Wegmans supermarket is coming to Ballantyne. Yes, that Wegmans. I can't wait either. Option 2, Waxhaw in Union County. Now that's about 30 to 40 minutes south of Uptown Charlotte, depending on traffic. Now this is where buyers go when they want bigger home lots and newer construction. It is more country meets suburb vibe than it does Ballantyne. So what does 750,000 get you in Waxhaw? In Waxhaw, you're looking at anywhere from a 3 to 5,000 square foot home, 4 to 5 bedrooms, property tax between $3,500 to $5,500 a year. So your total monthly carry is approximately $4,200 a month. You have a yard that can be half an acre to an acre. The home has probably been built in the last 5 to 10 years. So now we're talking about a 3 to maybe 5,000 square foot house, 4 to 5 bedrooms, newer construction, and your monthly carry is the lowest of all three Charlotte options at $4,200. Why? Because Union County property taxes are lower than Mecklenburg County, which is where Ballantyne sits. So that tax savings is real and it adds up year after year. Now the trade-off is distance. Waxhaw is 30 to 40 minutes from uptown Charlotte. So if you're commuting to uptown 5 days a week for work, honey, that's going to grind you down by year 2. Now, if you're remote, hybrid, or your job isn't in uptown Charlotte, Waxhaw might be a gift. And option 3, Wesley Heights is just west of uptown Charlotte. Walkable, historic, new construction infill mixed with renovated bungalows. It's cute. More urban character than the suburbs. This is where Northeast transplants land when they want walkability, they want character, they want energy, they want restaurants and neighbors who actually use their front porches. So what does 750,000 get you here? In Wesley Heights, you're looking at 1,600 to 2,400 square feet, typically about 3 bedrooms. You're looking at renovated bungalows or new construction townhome. Now, the property tax is between $4,500 to $6,500 a year. So your total monthly carry is approximately $4,300 a month. The yard is smaller, of course. The distance to uptown is about 5 to 10 minutes. So you trade square footage for location at Wesley Heights. You're not getting the 3,500 square foot Waxhaw McMansion. You're getting 1,600 to about 2,400 square feet, but you're 5 to 10 minutes from uptown Charlotte. And you can walk to dinner. Your neighbors might actually be your friends. For Northeast transplants who liked their old neighborhood and just couldn't afford it anymore, Wesley Heights is your Charlotte answer. It feels like a home in a way that Ballantyne never will for you. So, okay. So the answer to which one I tell almost every Northeast client to look at first, it's Waxhaw. Here's the deal. I personally love Ballantyne. The polish, the access, the master planned feel. It's an easy sell in Charlotte. But after years of doing this, I've watched what makes Northeast transplants happy 2 years into their move. And it's almost every time it's Waxhaw. And here's why. Number 1, value. The same 750,000 that gets you a 2,500 square foot single family in Ballantyne gets you almost 4,000 square foot on a real lot in Waxhaw. For someone coming from a 1,400 square foot house in the Northeast, that extra square footage and lot size is the entire reason they're looking south. Now, number 2. Union County has lower property tax rates than Mecklenburg County. Your money stretches further year after year. That's real savings. Number 3, community feel. Waxhaw has an actual town center. You have restaurants. You have a real main street, neighborhoods with character. Ballantyne is beautiful, but it's strip mall and it's all master planned. Number 4, newer construction means lower maintenance. Waxhaw inventory is mostly built within the last 10 years. So you're looking at lower stress and fewer home surprises. Now, the downside is the drive. If you're commuting to uptown Charlotte 5 days a week, Waxhaw is gonna grind you down by year 2. And here's the reality of 2026. Most of the buyers I work with are either remote or hybrid, or at least part of the time, right? So the drive concern is real, but it's not a big deal for many Northeast transplants today. So there you have my answer. Look at Ballantyne if you're a daily uptown commuter. Look at Wesley Heights if you want walkability and urban character. But if you want the best return on every dollar, Waxhaw first. If you're 6 to 12 months out from moving to Charlotte, North Carolina, and you want to talk through whether Waxhaw, Ballantyne, or somewhere else fits your situation, Text the word relocate to the number on your screen and I'll send you my free relocation guide. The link to book a call is in the pinned comments and in the video description. If this video helped you, hit subscribe and share. I drop new content every single Tuesday. I'll see you next week.